least catch up to infantry if they completely just bomb out and have a god-awful day.
So for VSG or LYG, they have to completely shut off infantry and Griffin, and B, they have to make up at least 3 wins, 60-plus points to be in the 140, 150 range, which likelihood is quite low, but you never know what's going to happen. This is just out in the dark.
I mean, we saw Wildcard string together 3 wins in a row in NA on their final day. So anything is possible here. Tornado Energy strung together massive points in EU last night. Well, early this morning, our time, technically.
Pretty much, right?
I stayed up very late to watch the EU games. What a fun set of matches that was, and some crazy circles. This one's not super crazy though, centered right on top of Los Leones. Southern circles. Griffin tends to play these well. In history, they kind of remind me. Griffin kind of reminds me of Na'Vi a little bit in the way that they rotate, and a hope of escaping this. So this is a little bit aggressive from Lash. He gets some damage. Good side angle here, but he's going to get silver. Can he get one more? He's very low health, but jumping up is G9, and that's going to be Lash down and out.
First blood is going to be Lash from Element Mystic. They had 92 points, Element Mystic-wise, so now
just did not really pan out. Rush B Gaming all over this mistake from EM, taking advantage of it, getting a point, not quite for free, but very close to for free, as they did suffer a knock. Speaking
better position, looks
if
like
he can get this buggy and get out.
Oh, he got caught by Aguto, taken down to super low HP, but Rio is going to be putting some shots into Rush B Gaming as well. That's going to be Kira down.
Not bad shooting here from Aguto to start off this round. Kira is found and taken out by Pow Pow. Some more damage done to Pow Pow. Good knock by Aguto. That's 2 knocks for him already in this game. Not going to be able to capitalize on either of them, but some good shooting, getting him warmed up. Now Element Mystic down to 2 members. This is not the start they were looking for. Our 6th place team coming into this. Definitely a team with a shot. But the Southern circles on Miramar haven't been favorable to them.
In the meantime, the circle is going to be, including most of Los Leones, going to be on the eastern edge of it, where most teams are going to be more comfortable with. Infantry on the rotation from the southern edge. They are sitting in 0 kills, but infantry is known for getting those kills mid-game and late game, where they just go super, super aggressive, and they're not afraid to crash into a compound. Most likely in this game as well, where most compounds are already taken, we might be seeing them just running their car into their faces.
I mean, it's something that infantry is really special for, is they just go. Once they decide something, they do it. And they, whether that be to just try and, sneak a kill on a third party and then back off, or whether it be a full send, as we saw multiple times so far in this tournament, mostly successful. There was one time they plowed into E36 as a 4-man, and 2 members of E36 actually lost all 4 in that push, but normally their pushes go well. Gen.G in transition, only 2 members of Element Mystic here, so Gen.G should be able to cross by relatively safely. I think there's only 3 of them up here, so we're missing Aqua 5 somewhere. He might have to divert around. As I look at the map, it looks like he wasn't able to get through as cleanly as the other members. They're still going. Those vehicles are on fire. They got to be really careful. Loki's going down. This is a little bit too much here for Gen.G. They've bitten off more than they can chew.
Look at the way Entis is spread out. There's 1 in the house and 2 up on the rocks. This is just disastrous. PO's vehicle's already on fire, and that's going to send PO home. Alka 5 down and dusted as well, and that will leave a single member rolling around in Nonix, I believe. But that's just puts Gen.G down to the ground, go back into your graveyard. In the meantime, Element 36 is going to be pounding right onto Griffin. That's going to be Asura taking a bunch of HP, 2 already down and dusted. And now, what's their plan? Pure Boy's being knocked. Sophia can take the res easily, and the push is going to happen once the res happens.
Well, we'll see what Asura does. He's going to go for a full-on med kit, as it looks like he feels safe enough to do that, but he is indeed not safe enough. A good grenade from Aminat puts him down. Meanwhile, Luminous Stars in the background is doing the dirty to GEX. Minsung trying to come up and over. Asura bleeding out very, very quick. He looks like he is going to be going down. So right now, Element 36, their defense, we've seen this throughout this tournament, very strong, going up against one of the powerhouses here. Griffin, they're proving to be a formidable wall to run into.
But here is the flank coming from Pure Boy and Aminot, but Griffin has already backed off. They're not caught off yet, and there's enough angles and bitches to work with. That's Minsung picked off by Pure Boy. Great spray, finds a headshot. Now it's in the hands of Two Heart, but Tian doesn't want that to happen. Monot down to super low HP, and Two Heart firing his bullets as well. That final bullet just won't...
You can hold that off, but you got to give a lot of credit here to Element 36, starting off very strong. You can see Rush B Gaming continues their strong start, as well as they're finding Crest Gaming Xanadu. Ares down and out. Tianba starting to kind of reach out a little bit, see what they can find out here, and just extend as far as they safely can to get ready for the next circle shift. As again, they're on the edge, so it'll probably move away from them.
Quadro firing upon Curzon DA, taking a bunch of damage in the meantime. That's going to be Yacha we're looking at. Remba as well having a mini. Crest Gaming.
Decent position. Curzon has to come in through the circle over to their southeast, and it looks like they might be able to get through. And Onyx is all alone. There's two members of Griffin. He gets one, isn't able to get the other. Minsung gets taken down by Kale even, so no points for Anonix in that stand. Gen.G is out right away, no points. That is not the start they needed.
In the meantime, L-Stars pushing on towards LYG. Carrot eating those nades like his breakfast, and he's going to be down to like 1 or 2 HP. That was like 329s easy. And now some return fires. Won't be doing too much. Winby just getting ready himself to go for the push. Crazy on the flank is going to be spraying with the 3x on the barrel. Now has an SLR. The headshots won't tick just yet, but the push from L-Stars is going to be happening anytime soon, as the smokes will be thrown out.
Crazy coming over the hill to the right. There goes Crest Gaming Xanadu. Rush B Gaming coming out strong today. They want to get as high as they can. Starting the day in 14th place is definitely disappointing for them, but I say that, and they are immediately eliminated right on the back of it by 4AM and Quadro. Still over in this fight with LYG and Luminous Stars. Luminous Stars, nobody really has too much of an advantage in terms of where they are in relation to the circle. I'd say LYG maybe having a little bit of a high ground advantage, and Crazy doing something that lives up to his name potentially a little bit, going out in the blue to seeing if he can catch Luminous Stars a little off guard.
This is still phase 4, and if you're close by, if you have enough meds, you'll be fine to do that. In the meantime, Kinch trying to find an angle. Not going to be finding the tip of the head there. But where is our next circle going to be? Just in 2 seconds. Most likely going to be a mountain circle once again, and there you go. Just a little southern shift, and Crazy finding off a couple bullets, but the spray wasn't accurate enough, and now he's down to 25. He's going to have to find a spot to hide and pull that medkit off. Monsters finding a Crazy headshot onto Migo as well.
It was a good idea by Crazy, but it just took a little bit too long for him to be able to get into position. Monsters is going to get the knocks onto Maps. Another one goes down. Migo Crazy as well. It's just Carrot left. It is going to be a bunch of LYG going down. Carrot still trying to find something. More damage being done by Monsters. There's only one down, but here comes Tianba Gaming on the side of this. This fight been going on way too long, so Tianba wants to get a piece. Linshun is going to see Carrot as well, so Carrot is getting focused by 2 different teams here as he's trying to push forward, looking to go for a res on Amigo. It looks like this might be safe. There might be enough of this plateau to block off the vision from these other 2 teams.
Lorena putting some more bullets into All-Stars and LYG. Because of Tianba pounding onto this, gets a chance to res this, but what more can they do? They have to push out onto a higher ground where everyone, especially All-Stars and Tianba, can look onto. Carrot finds a nice angle, sprays down one, finds a second one. Carl's so dangerous, but Carl will return for the favor of the knock of his own.
Oh man, I thought he was going to have that. I thought Carrot was going to finish off Luminous Stars, but he does a lot of damage to him. This is Entis and 4AM. Sungjang already down. Indigo, weak. 4AM hurting as well. Way less and ZGG. Entis, oh gosh, there's a multiple battles going on here. Under still has that AUG in his hands, of course. Indigo is going to get found by way less close range. Under is trying to prevent infantry from coming into this fight, but this is a bit of a too big of a spread here for Entis. Under not able to connect with his SKS shots. That's going to move him back, and now Zhao Yang's found a good angle onto him. Almost gets the knock.
But Under should be fine here. Pops out a smoke to cover the angle from Element Mystic, and he is going to be able to heal all the way back up to the 75 and pop some more meds. Infantry, though, they were really pounding onto that. Kale now finding an angle onto Kinch, finds a knock, an easy headshot as well. And now Maknae being the last member for Element Mystic, as they did lose to Rush B Gaming earlier on this game.
Yeah, it's tough now. Maknae is looking to get into this. Yowook finds Curzon. Eventually, these 2 teams getting forced into each other because of the circle. Renba is on the ground. but D-Lax has a good position on top of PH111, finally able to reconnect with his spray. Had to readjust there for just a second. Gonna reload. Other members of Curzon trying to push forward and uphill. Yacha's got to be careful. There could be somebody flanking from the angle. I don't know if Yacha's ready for this. Okay, DA is going to be backed off by some other shots. So now something coming up the middle in this canyon. Element 36 hears this. I think Element 36 should just pounce on this. Get on top of this fight. See if they can get some points.
Yacha's weak, and they did damage DA down to super low HP. Yacha being caught off here. DA finding the knock, and in the meantime, D-Lex finding the knock onto DA as well. And Element 36 decides to pound right onto it. Sophia and Satel finding a knock of their own as well, stealing the kills as well. Great points there.
Great timing by Element 36. There's still a couple members of Quadro alive. Renba, Yowook still up and firing for them, but Element 36 going for the res on a Sophia should be able to get this. Smokes are down, plenty of time. Nobody really looking their way other than Quadro, who is underneath the hill. Satao now putting some shots in towards Renba, just backing him off a little bit. Not much damage coming through. Vehicle blows up. Renba safely away from it, though, as he doesn't really take significant damage. Now it is going to be an interesting decision that Quadro has to make. E36 is backing off. What exactly is Quadro going to do to go into the next circle? They do have a couple members of Entis up in front of them, but Entis is kind of busy with infantry a little bit, and now they have to deal with Quadro, so Entis is just constantly fighting multiple teams here.
In the meantime, 9 knocked out Foxy from VSG and was wiped off by Zhao Yang. So there's the first kill for infantry, and now they're readying themselves to get started in this battle. And Quadro, after suffering from 2 losses, they're going to be farming up a little more meds and smokes to work with. Zhao Yang having a great angle onto Under. So Under's going to be sandwiched if Quadro decides to enter into a circle, but it's the matter of will infantry and Element 36 pound back onto Quadro for crossing this road.
That's a really good point. I'm not sure what exactly Kale needs to do. He's outside of the circle. He's got to come down. That's going to be tricky for him. VSG, they've been quiet, but they're able to rotate in onto the other side of the road and take a dip. Kale now trying to push forward and down that hill. That could be a little tricky with eyes pointed towards him from Quadro, and infantry Under doing his best to provide cover fire, but there are so many different angles that Under has to be aware of, that he has to be watching and shooting at. Going back over to Quadro, Under with that SKS once again. He's taken a little bit of damage into that level 3 gear, but that is some good shooting from Kale and Under to put Yowook down. Just Renba left, who prones and is going to try to army crawl his way in.
But how long more can he crawl? He's going to be caught off. Kale, in the meantime, is going to be spotted out, and he's taking a bunch of damage. Has to prone, take the med. He's still outside a circle, and what more he could do. Under being spotted out as well. That's a headshot almost taken down. If that was a level 2 gear, he was done and dusted. Kale, in the meantime, being knocked out, leaving Under all alone. He's going to be able to pull the medkit back off, but infantry wants to make this happen. Renba decides to pop the medkit. Let E36 pass in front of him. This might be a very sneaky play. Does he have enough medkits to make this happen, though?
I don't know. Renba has quite a few, but he doesn't have a lot longer because of how damaging this circle is. He looks out, tries to put some damage in the back of E36. He's going to go down to the blue, realizing there isn't much else for him to do, knowing that there's still teams alive that have a shot at winning this one. Doesn't want to give those points away. Lin Shun now has come up and over VSG. Good flanking here from the rest of Tianba, but the smokes are there to cover VSG well enough to not suffer any knocks just yet. I spoke too soon. All of VSG goes down in a heartbeat to Tianba.
Z9 Max will finish off VSG with his nade onto Mental, as Wicked was already knocked out. Foxy down dusted earlier on, but Griffin wants to doesn't let this one pass too hard as the last member alive. Throws a couple nades as Z9 Max is going to be running away with that motorcycle. L136 4 strong, 8 kills already though.
Yeah, this is a huge start for Tianba. Like we mentioned earlier, these guys are capable of popping off. We know it. We've seen it. Element 36 having a great game. They made Two Heart from Griffin pay for peeking out to try to steal some kills onto Tianba. Satao now putting Boliang onto the ground. Smokes available for Boliang to hide into now. Satao not opting to continue to put pressure on him. Boliang going to run forward. There's a decent amount of smoke available, but Satao able to see just enough of the silhouette of Boliang to put some more shots. Z9 tries to peek up, but Pure Boy there able to cover the angle. Good positioning here from Element 36, really having good angles to keep each other covered as they peek out and try to put pressure on these other teams.
Look at the way Element 36 is like covering each other as they're pushing into the center part of the circle. Well, it's going to be 4 versus 4 versus 4. Very even. Whichever team gets pounded first might most likely be the victim of third place or second place.
Yeah, it's one of those odd situations where you have 3 teams with 4 alive, and you don't want to be the one to start the fight first, because a lot of times you end up being the one who suffers because of it. We'll see, though. Say9 Max going to open up as E36 does have to transition a bit. Amanat taking quite a bit of damage, about half health there, so he's going to have to back up and go for his heal. Blue is coming in, still about 30 seconds before it pushes forward, but look at where Infantry is set up. They have completely bottled Element 36 in. This is really good positioning, but does this open the door for Tianba to get the win? Element 36, Satao pushing up over the hill. He gets the eyes on the Longsker. That's also going to give the information to where he is. The other 2 members give their sound information. Good timing here. Zhao Liang coming up and over. 9 coming up and over. Going to find Pure Boy. It is a complete entrapment of E36. Sylphia does get bullying. He has been huge. Amanat very weak. Sylphia very weak. I don't know how much longer E36 can hold on.
Tianba.
This is what I was talking about. Here comes Tianba up and over. Infantry does take down E36, but at what cost? It is just Zhao Yang left. Grenades coming in. Lin Shun gets some damage into Zhao Yang. More points being picked up by them. He comes up and over. He is spotted out, and he is down. Tianba Gaming puts up